Here we go back again now for the next mission, A Bridge Too Far. Hey, that's a great film. Impending floods could mark the end for this fire ant colony. Let's get stuck in and we're going to do vigorous this time, different to last time. Let's have a look. Here we are. Okay.
This fire ant queen has travelled for miles on her nuptial flight, finally landing atop a sandy mound deep in the swamp. The vantage point might seem like an ideal home, but it may be short-lived. This whole area is liable to flooding, and nearby rainfall is already causing the groundwater to rise. Exhausted and without her wings, the queen is unable to move on alone. But if she can amass enough daughters in time, the colony as a whole may stand a chance.
Okay, here we are, fire ants once again. We are going to get straight into finding all the food locally, getting ourselves some of these fire ant soldier guys that seem to be pretty good, pretty cheap and pretty powerful. Want as much food as possible from this local area. Oh, was a big old dragonfly. Look at that thing, what's it gone? Okay, oh, there's some ants over here too. Okay, alright, quite a busy map, lots of food nearby, so we should collect that, get it in our base as quickly as possible. Alright, we're doing well.
A great blue skimmer, Libellula vibrans, hunts overhead. This fantastic aerial predator shouldn't cause any trouble for the ants. That is, unless it decides to land in their way.
Okay, so the big dragonfly we've got to watch out for, I guess, but it doesn't seem to be harming us
Food is abundant,
yet.
But as the floodwater begins to rise, the ants will quickly lose access to the lower lands.
Okay, so I guess that's the game. We have to get the lower down food and the water will rise. It said it was water rising and we have to grow our colony in the top corner. Okay.
Many nearby creatures have already been washed out of their homes by the rising water. A lucky few have been deposited on the shores east of the nest. As more arrive, tensions will rise. There isn't space here for everyone.
Okay, so they're washing up on the east side and there is a colony in the bottom left. I think that's okay. So we're just going to collect as much food as possible. There's a lot of food dotted around in really random places, as you can see on the map. There's a lot of food. Dragonfly seems to be alright. There's a lot of food here, but I don't really know how to get there. Whereas this one seems to be quite central. Alright, I can't click here. I can click there. Okay, so there's food that isn't accessible yet. Oh, I've got to stay away from those things. As we learned in the last mission, those things are deadly. Not much food around. There's stuff down there I can't get to. So I guess the level will change as time goes past. We can get that one, but that goes past this one. That one's high up. So we might as well focus on this and try and build up as quickly as possible, get as many ants out as possible. Right, so down here we've got the last pine cone, so we're on to the next one nearby. Pine cones seem amazing, loads of food, and there's creatures attacking in 25 seconds now, so we should probably, I don't know where, do we stay in the base? Do they attack the base? Or I guess it's the ones that have washed up on the shore, so maybe we don't need to sit this far back, but you can never be too sure. We need plenty of food so that we can collect everything and be ready to rock and roll. We should probably start upgrading, and I want to bin this stuff so I can have a pathway through the middle so ants can get to the front line as quickly as possible. Upgrade so we can fix that. Okay, so water rises in 56 seconds. Does that mean the creatures have attacked?
The boggy earth at the base of the mound is now saturated, and as night approaches, the water begins to creep closer. The new arrivals will rush to higher ground, heading straight for the nest. There is nowhere else to go.
Okay, so we can't go too far away from the base. I want to be quick, like, with the reinforcements, but here comes some of these green ants. No, green ants, green spiders that we fought in the last mission. And yeah, once again, we absolutely destroy these guys. Don't grab them yet. We want to make sure we fight off the bad guys first. There we go. Let's now eat them. We should be able to get close. Those little things that float down are here. These guys are attacking, but it's like a tower defense, isn't it? They're all taking a long time to come. Seems like we've dealt with most of that. So we should probably, with the food that we've got, add on some more ants. These guys are slowly making their route. Oh, there's guys straight on as well, making their attacks. Let's see how these guys do. Here we go. That's it. Get in there. Fight them. Okay, not too bad. I probably should back up and let them all swarm together. That ant had a suicide mission. And as they will get nice and close so our reinforcements can get in there and then we don't get outflanked. We kind of want them all ahead of us and not too far from our reinforcements, because our reinforcements is nice and close to the entrance. Okay, well, we seem to be very powerful against these. Absolute slaughter. That's it. Let's not grab the food. We want these guys all fighting. And I guess that was the first wave dealt with comfortably. Okay, that was good.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Okay, so we'll grab the food that we've restocked. Hopefully haven't made a loss on that food. Basically what this game is, it's a constant. You've got to get more food than it costs you to get. Like most games, I guess. So we'll just keep collecting. This is free food. Nice and easy. Make sure we get that. There's a lot to gather in. There's a lot of different directions. So I'm still getting my, used to the map. But I think we're getting there. I think I know what's going on.
The inundation has slowed, and fewer creatures are washing up to the east. The ants have an opportunity to explore for food, but there are other dangers at night. Moist-skinned amphibians have come out to take advantage of this new water world, harvesting lost insects displaced from their burrows.
Okay, so I'm basically continuing to just gather whatever food is around. It doesn't seem to be a load of it. There doesn't seem to be many enemies turning up, so I'm just plodding along, building up slowly. The population is rising very slowly. Okay, so we're coming across these big old frogs who have turned up. Bit out of nowhere. I want to back up and dive on it. Oh, it's already caught us.
Tree frog, Gila femoralis, has wandered into the trail.
Oh,
this one has taken a break from mate calling for a quick meal, and
cheeky.
it seems that ants are on the menu.
Well, looks like the frog's on the menu, and the other one's walked off, so that's good. Oh no, they keep going up that. Guys, don't go up those things. They just kill you. You don't get any food. I want to see if we can get some workers in there at some point, but let's eat the frog. Okay, we're going to expand underground and see what it's like down here. See what the food situation's like. 200 food right there, that's good. That's it, get on this. And so I'm building loads. I've got 47 ants, and the population is not like a quarter, maybe a bit less than a quarter. So we need to keep expanding and just keep getting as much food as possible and just filling this thing up. Because look, there's all this food up here as well that I found, and there's just so much space, and I've already filled it with 47 soldiers, and it's barely touched like the population. So looks like we're going to have a lot of ants. So we're going to need a lot of food. Yes, I'm going to have to clear this all out. Right, we're going to put some workers down to collect food while my soldiers fight, and we also need to fill the population, and these guys are cheaper. I think this is a good move. We're going to have loads of workers. They count as population, surely.
With nowhere to drain, the floodwater creeps ever nearer to the nest.
Oh, yeah.
Already cramped and irritated, a panic ensues, and the refugees scramble for higher ground.
Right, keep building up my workers as we are under attack.
The ants will fight to the death.
Yeah, I guess we'll fight to the death. I don't want to really die. That's it, keep building up, up, and oh, these guys have come for an attack. These guys are actually quite good because we pile up and then they spray us.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Yeah, there's a lot of starving because there's so much, like, I need such a population that I'm just throwing it all into extra population. So, you have to spend money to make money, that kind of business. So we're just throwing it all into regathering and expanding. That attack wasn't very good, so they didn't really bring us much in the way of food. And the water's rising. So here it is. Let's have a look at it rise. Up it comes. Oh, that looks cool. There you go. So less stuff is accessible. So we're losing out, and it should change the map a little bit. And it's called a bridge too far. So I'm guessing we will do bridging like we did in the last mission. We'll have to bridge across stuff. So you've got to try and spot where the bridges are. So you can see the little white marks are the bridges, but I still can't get to that section yet. Whereas we can get to this one. Okay, so there's a bridge, the white section to white section. Good. Okay, so we can't get to this. We've lost out on that one. And we need to get everyone working.
An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
Let's see if workers can go in here. Let's see. 25, 25, 40, 25, 25. So apparently someone got it. Is it worth it? These guys cost 2 to hatch each time. Oh, these guys will get eaten by this. But once they're eaten with these things, they don't get eaten again. So you kind of sacrifice your ants to stop being eaten by that plant. And then you can run around all you want. It's the big tubes that eat your ants that seem to just continuously eat them. the carnivorous plants can be a bit of an issue. But we'll send the workers out here to this pine cone. Can't yet get to that one. So to that one. And our soldiers will get to this pine cone. Pine cones seem like, you know, the best. You get 12 guys, 12 ants on it at a time. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. We'll keep getting more and more food and expanding. Okay, so
news of the insect feast has spread across the swamp. With growing numbers of amphibians patrolling the waters, the Invictor's scavenging expeditions will need to be well defended.
Right, let's go inside. We've now got lizards around. It seems to be eating up all my ants.
An eastern newt, Notophalmus viridations, is devouring ants. Growing up to 10 centimeters in length, it dwarfs other creatures on the mound. Its red skin is toxic and serves as a warning to potential predators.
Sounds pretty good. Oh, it destroyed my baby ants,
a colony of little black ants marooned on a smaller section of the mound may be reachable if the fire ants join together to bridge the gap.
Okay, so I'm looking for food. There is stuff around, so I think we're going to have to bridge stuff. There's these newts turning up. Some food says it's available, but it's not. These guys are kind of coming in ones or twos, which isn't ideal. There's a whole load of ants here, but I don't know if it's worth going there. Do they have any food? Is there any good thing about going to those ants? Do they have food somewhere? Do we eat them as ants? I don't know. Maybe I'll have a little look and see if there's no other things to gather. We can have a look at those ants. So we're going to come over here once we've killed this thing. It has poisonous skin apparently, but we don't care. So that's 70 food. Not bad actually, 70 food. So we'll probably go and get this one. Probably. I wonder if we get over here. There's a white bit there. There's a wasp thing there. And there's another newt here. So there's still plenty of food to get in this top side. But we want to go down here to see if we can get the neighbouring ants and see if we can take them out. We want our workers to continue to do gathering. So they're going over there to gather that up. Come on guys, gather up quicker. So you just want them to be faster really, don't you? But it's a big map. So we'll see these guys go here.
Must fight.
Don't want them too close to the newt. And we absolutely destroyed that thing. Oh man. Fire ants are cool because they're quite cheap. And they absolutely destroy it. Oh, there's another one here. Okay, let's get it. We've started building a bridge, but those that aren't building a bridge, get over there. And you guys, it's not worth it. We still can't get there or there. So you guys come and follow. See if you guys grab that newt, we get these guys to go check out these neighbouring ants, see if there's anything over here. Doesn't seem to be much, and they don't seem to want to escape either. Let's see if they're any good at fighting or if we can eat them. Because sometimes ants can eat other ants, which is a bit, you know, carnivorous. Cannibalism, not carnivorous. Alright, one food. Is that it from one ant? Or was that from the tree? It's not worth it, is it? Can't be going fighting those ants. Let's go back underground. Plenty of food here to gather up. Population still need loads, so I need to fill this thing up. So we're going to have to get loads more food. Right, so the creatures are getting on the east bank once again. We're getting ready to go in and attack them before they attack us.
The ants must defend themselves.
Because otherwise they come from the top, bottom and the middle, and there's loads of them. But look how many there are. We've got 127 soldier guys who are going in to go deal with them. Their spit stuff is so powerful. But it looks like we're dealing with them. We'll send in the workers to collect the food that we gather. And if we attack them, then it means I can go off and do other things and not having to defend the base. I can just go off and try and find other pine cones, and as the water continues to get up higher and higher, it is opening up other pine cones, which we like. We want to gather as much as possible. That is the game, let's be honest. Alright, we've got them all. Grab all the food around here. The creatures are attacking in 30 seconds, but we've already dealt with most of them, so we're looking good. We're looking very good. This is going very well. Okay, so we've got that pine cone up there. We could try have a go at the ants over here. Build some bridges.
As if the colony didn't already have enough to deal with, the great blue skimmer has chosen this moment to touch down right outside the nest. Unchecked, this titan of the sky will no doubt disrupt colony activities, but if the soldiers are able to bring him down, the rewards could be mighty.
Right, so it's a male dragonfly, which doesn't really make a difference. We will just destroy all the regardless of what it is. We're gonna kill it. We've killed big bullfrogs. We've killed all sorts. Oh, there's frogs here. So we've killed everything in this game. It's quite good fun. But there's a lot of frogs here on our way over, so we need to actually probably deal with this and grab their food up. We haven't got loads of food at the moment coming in, and then we're gonna have to fight this massive dragonfly. The big blue guy that's been flying around has decided to finally fight. He's had all these opportunities to take us on when we were little, but the great blue skimmer has chosen not to. So come on guys, we're going to build up. You guys go and eat up, and then we're going to fight this thing and see how powerful it really is. We don't have loads of food, which is a bit worrying. That's it guys, get in there. Yeah, you've eaten all the food? Okay, come and help out. We want as many ants around as possible. We want them fighting, so we'll tell them to fight. Food is a problem. That's not... Oh, there's a little stun from the skimmer. Look at his health go. Look at that. From 8,000. Half health already. That's fantastic.
After a sustained assault from the fire ants, the skimmer's stamina is beginning to wane.
Yeah, we're winning.
He leaps away from battle and prepares to take off. If the ants want to prevent his escape, they will need to act quickly.
Where do all these things come from? We need to kill this. We can't let it fly away. We've done a lot of damage. And I'm guessing it has a lot of food. Everyone, pile on. Where do all these bad guys... Like, it seems to still be taking damage somehow.
His wings weighted down with fire ants, the skimmer no longer has the strength to take off.
Okay. Okay, there was still some on its wings apparently, which I didn't see. But we need food. So guys, get eating these local guys. This frog is going for it. Okay, there's one ant that was just sitting on top of it that decided to climb off, and that ended up in it dying, so not ideal. But yes, eat these guys up. Come on, workers, get on that. Okay, and then we need to go over fight. Look at how many guys we've lost. Look at our soldiers. We're down to 40. We've got 62 workers, so we might have to put them into the fighting because this guy's nearly at the end. Food is running out, but we did deal with all those guys, so that should be able to restock us on. We've got some of these really fast guys flying out. Look at the reinforcements. They are vigorous, they are flying, they're doing more damage, they get into the battle faster, which is actually really good. So I like that upgrade. I think that's probably better than the other one where there was multiple bad guys. Bad guys, good guys would turn up, but these fast, vigorous ants are great. Oh my goodness, he just slaughtered like all of them. That was like 40 ants that he just demolished, but it looks like we got the better of him. Yes. Alright, so we eat him up.
Crippled by relentless
food.
stings, the great skimmer's attempts to flee became ever more futile. Finally collapsing atop the mound, he succumbs to the fire ants.
Good, let's eat the 500.
Dismemberment will follow.
Alright, 500 food, let's get it all in. And it looks like we still have to keep building the population, even after beating the boss. Crazy. Okay, so we've eaten that guy.
Begun.
That's only got a few bits of food left, that's okay. We've eaten all the local stuff. Well, so that was all of it. Pretty much. Water has gone up again. So that's opened up more opportunities to grab food, like this pine cone here. So we'll send out the workers over there. Nothing over here. And those ants have been absolutely swallowed. Look at them. Absolutely destroyed. So I don't know if it's going to keep rising and swallow us up. But that's not ideal. We need to keep collecting as much food as possible.
The pond continues to swell,
Okay,
finally drowning the Monomorium colony. The fire ants watch as it sinks into the murky depths, foreshadowing their own demise.
Not ideal. Right. Bad guys are turning up on the east coast once again. Look at this. I filled it up and it's still not enough population. We need to keep going. Probably need to build more workers. Lots of room down here actually, so I need to fill this up. So I need to keep killing these guys that turn up. Oh, there's some food around the corner, so we can go there. Oh, look at the size of that thing. Oh, I wonder how much food that gives us. We should go and get that. Hopefully that's going to give us plenty of food.
The ants must fight.
Yep, that's what we do. We fight, fight, fight. Ants. Alright, kill this thing. Everything else around. There's a lot of things around. And we're down to 45 soldiers once again. We haven't really restocked from our 150 we had before that big old fight. 100 food, that's good. And all the workers are running up and getting themselves...
has fallen victim to a carnivorous
for goodness
plant.
sake. Look, Ignore it. Go past it. I've asked you to get the food, not eat. Do you know what? We've got plenty of food here. We might have to just... These go. Oh no, this is not great. We tell them not to eat, maybe they won't go inside that. Maybe that's the thing. Okay, let's give up on that idea. It was a nice idea, but it's not worked out. Okay, we need to keep building up our population. We've actually got there. Look, we've got to the next ants gathered. So we've got to gather ants. I've got a lot of ants. Don't know where to gather. Up here. Okay, so we need to gather there. So I need to at some point send them all up there. We'll send maybe the workers and see if the soldiers can keep gathering food. That might be a plan. So let's keep fighting and gathering. Okay, so we've been fighting off and grabbing stuff. Let's see if we can actually get over here. Let's try the thing where I say don't eat food. And look, okay, they ignore those tube things and they climb and make a thing. There's a creature attack in 30 seconds, but we've already eaten, killed them all. So let's gather up here. There doesn't seem to be that many gathering. Okay, they're still all trying to pull off from here. And the creatures are attacking. I don't know if there will be creatures from somewhere else. So maybe we should be careful. I don't know. I don't know whether we should stay here and be careful and wait for the creatures to attack. And then move, or whether we should just go for it. So look, ants gathered is halfway there with just like 30 ants there. So maybe...
Another surge advances, spreading a desperate frenzy throughout the beached survivors.
Right, no one's come
the
yet.
Invictor colony must leave now, or prepare their last stand.
Oh, okay. Okay, we should go. Okay, I think that was a sign. We have enough ants, I think. If you look at the ants gathered, there's only like 15 up there. And yet, it's already quite full up. So that's why we don't need a full 150. And that should be it. The pond is coming up in 30 seconds, so... That should be it.
By
Yes.
joining their bodies
Good.
together to form a giant raft,
The
the
queen
fire
is-
ants were able to ferry the queen from the mound just as the nest filled with water.
Oh,
Their
clutch.
perils are not over, but they've shown great resilience and an ability to survive in this harsh environment. Wherever they land, the creatures of the swamp will quickly come to know the might of the fire ants.
Yes. Extra jelly. Let's do this thing. Victory once again. That was good. All right, that was good fun. That mission. It was very, very long. I've probably cut quite a bit for you. 51 minutes. 52 minutes, basically. Collector. A bridge too far on medium difficulty, collecting all the ephids. On hard, collecting any addition without collecting ephids. Constructing and sacrificing 14 bridges to the rising water. That sounds like suicide. On extreme, that's mental. But if you're good at that, well done. Good job with that. Impossible Northwest Island to defeat the little black ant. So that's just doing loads. Crazy. We're not doing that.